In this video, we're going to show you to install rear brakes on your Dodge Charger located behind your rear wheels. Using a 22mm socket, loosen and remove the lug nuts. Grab the wheel and remove it, set it aside. On the back side of our caliper here, we have two 15mm bolts. Let's go ahead and loosen these here. Now our slider pin here is rotating, so we're going to use our 18mm wrench to hold that while we remove this bolt. Let's go ahead and do that for the upper. I'm going to slide our caliper off. Go ahead and pivot that up and set that up on top. Remove your brake pads. You might have to use a small pry bar to go ahead and get that moved out. On the back side of our brake caliper bracket, we have two 18mm bolts. We're going to use our socket extension and our breaker bar to loosen these. Hold on to that brake caliper bracket when you remove the last bolt. And remove it and set it aside. Go ahead and grab that brake rotor. We're going to wiggle that off. And we want to go ahead and clean our hub face. Make sure that there's no raised metal or rust on here. It is imperative that we do that because we want to make sure that our brake rotor fits flush onto the hub face itself. We're going to do so using spray solvent and use our bristle brush to clean up any of that residual rust here. Now ours is pretty clean for the most part. And then while we're here, we're also going to go ahead and clean up our e-brake system in the back. Now is a perfect time to go ahead and inspect all your hardware and your e-brake shoes. I'm going to take your brake caliper, and we have the piston right here that needs to be compressed back into the caliper. Using the appropriate tools, you want to go ahead and do that, slowly compressing that piston back in. It is fully seated. Also want to inspect the face here and make sure that that is clean as well. And then we want to clean on the back side here of these two ears. Now we're going to set this aside. I want to make sure that this caliper does not drop down and pull on that flex hose. So make sure that it's good and secure. Go ahead and take your brake caliper bracket. I'm going to pull the slides off. We have our slider pins here. Now ours spin. I want to go ahead and separate the rubber seal from the pin itself. One of my seals is stuck, so I'm just going to use a pocket screwdriver and just gently peel back on the lip here. I want to be careful not to damage that seal. Slide that off and do the same on this one. Now I want to go ahead and inspect these rubber seals. Make sure they're not torn in any manner. If they are torn, you do want to go ahead and address that, either replace those seals, whatever needs to be done. You might have to replace the whole caliper and bracket to replace these here. I'm going to take some solvent here, spray it inside. I'm going to use my bore brush to go inside and clean up the inside. Do the same on the other. Let's go ahead and clean where the slides go and spray this down. And use my brush to clean up any of the rust buildup on there. Now, if you have excessive rust buildup inside here, you can use a flat file to go ahead and clean that up. Ours is in pretty good shape. And repeat for this side. Let's clean up our slide pins. Go ahead and wipe these down. You want to look for any rust buildup along the pin. If there is rust on here, you want to go ahead and replace these. Ours have a little bit of rust around where the seal goes on, so we're going to run this through our wire wheel machine and clean that up. Same on this one here. It's clean on the pin, but it's a little bit rusty towards the upper edge here. So let's go ahead and clean that up on the wire wheel machine and see if this is still usable. Now, we did run our pins through the wire wheel machine and they cleaned that really nice. So let's go ahead and assemble this here. I'm going to take our silicone grease and put a thin coat on the slider pin. Don't want a ton on there, just enough to make sure that lubricates inside. I'm going to push that over the seal and push that down. I'm gently going to peel that seal up and compress this and release some of that pressure inside there. Do the same for this pin. There we go. Check both pins. They're smooth. And then we'll put some grease where the sliders are going to go. Now we want a thin coat here. We don't want globs of grease on here, just a little thin coat. Smear that around, wipe off any of the excess. Install your slider tins, press those down into place, and then flip it over. I'm going to do the same here. And now flip this, and our caliper bracket is ready for installation. Now we're going to go ahead and spray down our hub face with an anti-seize compound. If you're using a spray, be sure to protect your e-brake or parking brake setup. You don't want to get this on the shoes. If you're using the brush style, go ahead and apply some. Let's go ahead and install your brake rotor. Now in our particular case, our rotors are coated and they do not require any type of cleaning. If you're doing the bare style rotor without the cross-drilled slotted, you want to go ahead and spray it down with some brake solvent and get any of the machining oil off of it before installation. I'm going to go ahead and throw a lug nut on here just to hold that rotor in place. Line up your caliper bracket. I'd like to go ahead and get our upper bolt started. Once you have the upper bolt, you can go ahead and release that while you get the other bolt. And then we can switch over to a power tool and zip those right in. I'm going to take our rear pad, insert the tabs in, push it into place. I'm going to go ahead and repeat this process for the outboard pad. Put the tabs in, push that into place, and take our caliper, slide that down and over. I'm going to install the upper bolt, get that started a few threads. I'll go ahead and line at the bottom. And you might have to just swing that caliper back and forth to get that to line up and get that started. All right, let's go ahead and torque down our hardware. Torque down your slider pin bolts to 23 foot-pounds. Torque down your caliper bracket bolts to 81 foot-pounds. Go ahead and grab your wheel. Set that into place. I'm going to go ahead and install all of our lug nuts. Thread them all, and then we'll go ahead and snug them down. Torque down your lug nuts to 130 foot-pounds. We're going to do this in a crisscross pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.